Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you back to the Mango Grove for your daily analysis video. In today's video, we'll be covering Ethereum. Yes, you heard me right. We'll be starting off the week with an ETH USD analysis because, hey, Ethereum is making us really happy. We've been waiting for this particular candle close on the weekly time frame. We just got it. I gotta say, guys, our patience on Ethereum has definitely paid off, and I've been saying this for a while now. We've been talking about this for a while on our daily videos, on our live streams. By the way, those of you who joined us on our live streams over the weekend, thank you very much. It was really fun. We're gonna try and do them every single weekend, so hey, stay tuned for the next one. That being said, we've been talking about how Ethereum tends to move like this, right? Suddenly, impulsively, leaving a lot of people thinking, hey, what the hell just happened? But hey, we've also had a lot of experience trading Ethereum, so we're kind of familiar with its fingerprint. So for those of you who are feeling the FOMO, don't feel the FOMO, guys. Just watch and observe and start getting a feel for how the market moves. All right, your job in this market is to simply survive. Just by surviving and not losing, you will make a lot of money and you will learn. All right, you will learn. That's what bull markets do. The worst thing to happen to anyone is to start losing money in a bull market. That's a really shitty feeling. You don't want that. All right, so enough of that. Let's get started with our analysis. We just had a weekly close, and boy, what a weekly close it was. I've been talking about this 555 level for a very long time. Krisha was looking straight up at around 800, and yeah, that is the level. And let me tell you guys, it looks like Ethereum is headed there next if things go well, if we do see the follow through, and I am seeing signs of a follow through. So $800, give or take, is the next target. Whoa. But hey, again, Ethereum does this kind of thing, right? Those impulsive strong moves, making people think, hey, where was my buy opportunity? And guys, we had that buy opportunity this morning. A really good retest. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the level I'm talking about right over here. This 550 level, right? Over the weekend, we discussed this level. After the flip of 490-ish, 489 to be exact, the next major target I was looking at was 555. The one after that is coming in at around 800. Where did I get 555 from? Well, from this candle wick over here, this candle wick over here, as well as the overall price action on the lower time frames. But I'm not going to go over that right now. We covered that in detail over the period of last week as well as this weekend. For now, we want to discuss what is the theme likely going to do from here. So we got the weekly close right above the 550 level. Freaking fantastic. All right, so let's drill down and look at how the daily performed against that level. You can see we actually got two daily candle closes above that level already. This candle close over here at 550 was on Saturday. Sunday gave us buy opportunities across the board, across different assets. All right, now I didn't catch this one over here. This was actually a really good dip at around $510 to $500. It would have been a good opportunity, but I didn't get in. I was focusing on building my Chainlink position as well as my Bitcoin position. So for those of you who did catch this, brilliant. Good on you, doing it the mango way, being patient, not letting the charts scare you. That being said, if you did miss that opportunity and you didn't get in, well, there's another one that showed up this morning that I actually did take. I added to my position right over here on this retest of 550, right? You can see it, guys, right over here so clearly, right? Very similar to our Bitcoin trade that we took at 17,200. I was harping on that 17,200 level over and over again, which is very similar to the level at 550 over here, right? Very similar wick support / resistance play that we were taking, right? Support and resistance flip. Similar story over here, guys. We flipped this resistance on this wick over here at 550. We flipped it to support. So you take the same trade. Does it need to work out for sure? No. Nothing needs to work out for sure. You just take the high probability trades and start either one, building a brand new trade, or add to your trade accordingly, right? So I did the latter. I added to my trade with position size always in mind, because one of my mistakes in the past was building a trade that ended up being too large for me to handle mentally and even through a portfolio perspective, because I kept adding. So while you're adding to your position, guys, especially in a bull market, and if you're trading on a platform like Deribit, where your underlying collateral is also in Ethereum, please bear in mind your position size, while keeping in mind that when you see a dip, your underlying collateral will be also going down in value, right? So you are going to get margin called a little bit quicker than you think you would. But if you're trading on Deribit, it should tell you your estimated liquidation price at all times. So those of you, by the way, who want to trade on a platform that does things a little bit more professionally, please go ahead and check out my Deribit video that I did more than a year ago, right? You'll find it on YouTube. Just type Deribit Mango trading, something like that. You'll find it on the channel at the very least. If you want to trade on a and build good habits, I recommend Deribit. And by the way, I'm not saying this because they have affiliated with me or anything like that. Deribit, in fact, is actually the only platform that has not contacted me and asked me to partner up with them. Yeah, I've gotten emails from Binance, from OKEx, from you name it, man. I think every single other platform, but I actually use Deribit. That being said, let's go ahead and continue on with the analysis. So we got the daily candle close, 2 daily candle closes above this level. We also got the weekly close above this level. We got the retest too. This is as perfect as it gets in terms of playing a support and resistance play, right? You got the 2 candle closes as well as a retest right over here with follow through and the previous high being taken out. We took out the previous high as well. This is as picture perfect as it gets, so much so that it would make the cynical trader doubt it. They'd be like, whoa, this is a little bit too perfect. That being said, we also met our measured move for this bull flag that we were looking at, right? Bull flag. So we discussed how people may be looking at this as a rising channel that breaks towards the down, that is going to break towards the downside. And we talked about how, hey, until it actually does break to the downside, it is not bearish. Okay? You could get prepared for the bearish move, but it's not bearish until it actually breaks. And you're seeing another example of that right over here. It broke towards the upside. And what is it looking at like now? A bull flag. What's the measured move? I think it comes up to around 590-ish, 585-ish. Actually, right over there. Okay. At the current candle close and at the previous wick high, we already met the measured move. So, hey, do we see continuation from here, or do we see a pullback? If we keep playing it the way we have been playing it on the higher time frames, the weekly and the monthly, there's no reason to worry about anything. We may see a pullback, maybe even up to 489. We talked about this in the live stream. The video to the live stream is posted. Please go ahead and watch that. It's a little bit longer because there's engagement between me and the audience, but there's things to be learned nonetheless. That being said, if you're playing this on the weekly, playing this on the monthly, you may see pullbacks. Your position size should be allowing for those pullbacks. You can't get mentally flustered. If you are, it's likely because you're trading a position size that is a little bit too large for you, either financially or emotionally. Okay, so the next target on the weekly, on the monthly, is coming in at $800. Yes, we could draw a middle of the range over here and have a pivot point, and that would be at around 660. So we could be trading it in terms of just like psychological resistance levels, 555, 666. That's going to be a key number too, just because of the symmetry and because of you know what. That being said, we can use that though as a pivot point. And I do remember, I'm not going to drill down right now, but I do remember 666 actually being a level that was played off on this region over here during this bull market, during the commencement of this bear market as well. 666 was key. So we can go ahead and take a look at that when we do drill down, and I will be doing that maybe sometime during this week. For now, we are going to look at the weekly and the monthly. Okay, let's go ahead and switch on over to the monthly. And how's the monthly looking, guys? When did we actually get bullish on Ethereum and stay bullish while everyone was being scared? Right after we got this monthly close over here above 294. this horizontal over here, I hope you guys can see my dotted line of my cursor, because I don't want to turn on my horizontals. Okay, okay, let me go ahead and get a fresh chart for you guys. That's how much I do for you guys. 33/33. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark out our horizontal for you guys right over there. Okay, thicken this line a little bit. Okay, so this horizontal on the monthly was the key horizontal that we were looking for Ethereum to close above. We closed with conviction, okay? A really good candle close, full body candle close with barely any wick on that freaking monthly candle. And then what do we do the following month? We took out the high as well. So this is again a picture perfect situation. And now you get the retest the next month, right? And this is the level I was talking to you guys about again on yesterday's live stream, and the entirety of the weeks that we were accumulating along 310, 300, all the way from 311 to 340, by the way, guys, was an accumulation zone, right? That we talked about. We said we are building a position over here, a long-term spot position, and now we are being rewarded for that. And where do we get our buys from, guys? We got our buys from the monthly chart, right? The monthly put in a candle close high. It took out the wick high as well. Gave us the retest. We are going to be accumulating on this. People look for these patterns on the 4-hour. They look for these patterns on the daily, on the 12-hour, and that's fine. You can trade that. But look at the big wins we get while looking at the mango timeframes, the higher timeframes, the stress-free timeframes. I'm so happy. Do you guys blame me? Apologies for sounding a little bit too excited. The measured move for this is going to be somewhere around, we already met at 555-ish. Did line up. Ooh, this is what Krisha was talking about. Krisha was telling me that, Sean, actually, because we had a kind of disagreement on one of the levels that we were most recently looking at. She believed that the next major level was 800, and I was like, nope, 555 is going to be major too. And then she was like, you know what, there's a measured move that lines up with that on the monthly, and I think this is what she was looking at. She probably took this, and the way she does it, I think she looks at it like this, and yeah, around 522-ish. Again, Krisha does it a lot better. She's the pattern queen after all. So we're seeing the W-like formation. You could look at this as a cup and handle as well. A W into a cup and handle into continuation. And the next target that I'd be looking at on the monthly time frame would be around 600. Hey, this is it right over here. Does it line up? Let's see. Let's try and get the candle closes perfectly. Okay, I think I got it. 673. So that is close to 666. So that's the middle of the range. And look at that. Look at the distance from here to here in terms of the monthly chart. It's barely anything, right? It's barely anything. So that's all you have to wait for. A 14% move from the current price action to get to 666. And that's going to be the middle of the range before we aim for that $800 target, guys. All right. So a lot of you guys might be getting bored with the high time frame action. Let's go ahead and look at the low time frame, and the lowest I'm going to go, guys, is the 12-hour time frame. Okay, I actually forgot completely to look at the Mango research dashboard, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be upset at me for that because some of you don't have access to all the time frames. So I'll go ahead and look at that right after, guys. But for now, 12-hour time frame. Hey, let me turn on my horizontals again. Actually, oops, not at the. There we go. Okay, this is a chart we were looking at, right? Our bull flag, measured move already met, and this is the 12-hour time frame. And you can see that even the 12-hour, well, of course, the 12-hour is going to respect it, giving us a retest and the continuation towards the upside. But we already discussed the horizontals. Let's go ahead and hide it. What should we look at? We can look at the oscillators, and this right over here. This is the Mango Mother. We can actually turn off the temporarily. Okay, cool. So this is actually looking really healthy, bouncing off the yellow dashed line over here, which is something you guys know I do look for. We have the wine opened up on this template actually, and the wine is this is the 12-hour wine, right? So this is actually going to be, when did the wine actually flip green on this? The wine flip green all the way over here at 373, gave you the really good buy opportunity right over here at 369 to 373, telling you to accumulate over here. I wonder if you guys were following this during your accumulation, because I know some of you in the Mango Seed were buying Ethereum at around 360, 370, and then again, this was the really good buy opportunity, the zone over here, okay? And this was around 380-ish, 378 to 380-ish. So the wine actually calling it really, really well, and now pushing towards the upside. Interesting. So I actually meant to pull up this template over here. Didn't mean to show the wine. The stochastics looking really good over here, crossing towards the upside. We haven't crossed down just yet, so try not to front run this. If we do cross down over here, then we can look for a pullback, and I'll be looking to get in somewhere around here on the 12-hour 21 EMA too. We see a cross on the stochastics, on the 12-hour stochastics, and we close candles underneath the 80 zone over here on the stochastics. Then if that lines up with the Mango Mother also rejecting of the dotted dashed line over here, right? Then I'll be looking for a pullback towards this zone over here around 490-ish, maybe a little bit deeper to around 488, 489. I'd be looking to buy that. Okay, I'd be looking to add to my position over there. I already added this morning, so if I get a chance to get out of my position without the volatility that Ethereum usually shows, right? So let me go ahead and tell you what I'm talking about. Remember, guys, I'm already deep in profits because I've been building this position since 309. If Ethereum actually does see a pullback down to this zone over here, for 490-ish, this position that I added this morning is going to be underwater, right? But I can handle that considering that I am already deep in profits. I'll be fine emotionally and financially, etc., etc. So think about all those things when you guys are trying to follow me on trades. Okay, think about these things and position size accordingly. I'll be looking to add over here. Okay, I'll be very happy to add over here because when I added over here, I already thought about the possibility of getting that dip later into 489, and I want to be mentally and also in terms of my position size, I want to be ready with equity to be able to buy that. All right, so that will line up with the stochastics crossing towards the downside and also confirming underneath the 80 zone, the RSI rejecting over here as well, perhaps putting in some bearish divergence as soon as we put in a lower low over here, okay, on the RSI, and then I'll be looking for a retest of the 50 zone on the dotted Mango Mother, and then accordingly I'll be adding to my position over here. I wonder what the Vine, if the Vine lines up with that as well. I will. Is this flashing yellow? I can't see right now. Is it flashing yellow? I can't see it. No, it's not flashing yellow. I was kind of hoping. It did, but so it. Right now, things are suggesting continuation. All right, stochastics haven't crossed to the downside yet. RSI hasn't rejected yet. Vine as well is not looking bad at all. It's suggesting further continuation. Let's go ahead and look at the Mango Dynamic. Mango Dynamic on the 12-hour. There you go, looking good. It's still green. Gave us a lot of accumulation opportunity right over here. This is what I like about the Mango Dynamic, right? It's so freaking tight. So freaking tight. Even when it pushes you out of the trade, you can get back in very, very quickly. You just have to wait a couple of candles. Sometimes we talked about this in the stream, by the way, right? If you're playing this on a 12-hour, boom, get back in. If you got out here, which is where you should have been getting out if you were playing the Mango Dynamic, I'll go ahead and talk about that very quickly, actually. No matter what trend indicator you're playing, right? And the Mango Dynamic is a combination of support and resistance, volatility, and a trend indication all put in one. Let's say you got in over here based on these two candle closes. You closed above, okay? You confirmed above, you play the trend, okay, and now you got pushed out, or rather you should have got pushed out. You should have been saying, I'm kicked out of this trade. Now I'm going to wait for either the next opportunity, or I may have to admit that, hey, I got trapped over here, and that's the trade-off that you have to be okay with if you're playing the lower time frames, okay? And if this happens, you simply get back in, guys. Don't miss out on this move because you're stubborn and you want to get back in on your same position size. Don't do that. That is you driving yourself insane. Because if it does come back down over there, doesn't that mean that you got rejected off the Mango Dynamic again? Why would you want to get back in over there? No. Just get back in at the better position. This is what I mean when I tell people I'd rather buy higher than buy lower. Okay? And some people laugh at that, but this is what I mean. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the 6-hour time frame now before we wrap up the video by taking a look at the Mango dashboard. And the reason I'm looking at the 6 hours because one, it's a pretty good time frame to be keeping an eye on anyways. Not a lot of people know that. And two, because we are concerned with the 12-hour time frame, right? We're about to close a 12-hour, well, in the next 12-hour candle, and we are kind of looking to get a glimpse, or rather a clue, as to how the 12-hour momentum oscillators will be swinging, right? Because at the moment, we may see that downward cross on the 12-hour oscillators, right? But at the same time, I'm getting mixed signals as for continuation. Right now, everything's leaning way more bullish because we got the weekly close above a major pivot point. We tested it. We're seeing continuation. Took out the high too. Stochastics haven't confirmed any downward momentum at all. What will the 6 hour tell us, right? That's something we can look at because remember, 2 6 hours make a 12 hour. That's one way to look at it. Or hey, you could just look at the 4 hour as well, right? If you're looking for a lower time frame, because 3-4 hours make 1 12 hour. But remember, the mango way is to do as less as possible. So the 6 hour time frame, the 12 hour time frame will make you check the charts less often throughout the day. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the oscillators. I want to make sure I don't pull up the wrong one. We look at the mango wine anyways, but it's a lot neater to first look at the oscillators and then look at the mango wine separately. The RSI over here is actually, there was actually bullish divergence over here. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but there was bullish divergence. As soon as we took out 545 over here, it was triggered, and that was the indication that we're going to go ahead and make the target move, the measured move of the bull flag to around 585-ish. Stochastics actually on ETH did it cross up? No, it did not cross up just yet. Okay, it almost did. Okay, seeing the rejection over here, so it's looking a little bit better on the 6 hour than on the 12 hour. So it'd be interesting. The next 6 hour candle is closing in 21 minutes. If the 12 hour candle, guys, closes with a bullish candle, the 6 hour as well as the 12 hour stochastics are likely going to cross over the upside. The RSI too on the 6 hours likely going to go past the 75 if we do see continuation, and the 12 hour RSI is going to start looking a lot better as well. Not that it looks any worse right now, but the 6 hour RSI is looking really good. In fact, this looks like it wants to shoot up over here and retest the 81 zone. We can look at the mango wine quickly now, and also I'm actually curious to see how this, okay, it's not flashing yellow on the mango wine either, on the 6 hour either. When did this flip green? Actually, man, it's been a while. All the way back at, yeah, around the same time. So you got confirmation on the 12 hour as well as the 6 hour mango wine flipping green, giving you accumulation throughout this period over here and staying nice and healthy. This is what I like to see, by the way, in a trend that is formulating itself for a big impulsive push. This is the signature I'm looking for. Okay, I don't like to see the choppiness. Okay, so this video has already gone far too long. Let me go ahead and pull up the mango dashboard. We are looking at the 12 hour time frame over here, and everything's green. Bitcoin is down 0.66%, so that's barely nothing on Bitcoin terms. Still 15% up since its last reversal signal at November 16th. Really good. Ethereum gave us a long signal November 18th and already 15% up, right? So even though it's 2 days later, it's already catching up to Bitcoin. XRP, however, this is the one that I completely missed, and Vishal caught it November 14th, and damn, November 14th and 67% up already. This would have been a really good trade. And when I look at the XRP chart, I'm just thinking, out of all the charts, by the way, guys, that XRP gave the cleanest accumulation structure, rounded bottom with a nice break towards the upside and continuation. It is so clean, shockingly clean, and you don't think to check XRP because it usually has a chart that's not as pretty, right? But hey, yet again, missing out on an the last XRP pump in the previous altcoin rally, I actually did manage to catch, and I was pretty surprised that I caught it because I usually miss out on XRP like I did this time. So yeah, LTC doing well. Altcoins is just looking so good. By the way, for those of you in Mango C program, on the Telegram chat and ignoring the Discord, please go ahead and check out the seed trade setups channel on Discord that you guys have access to. I posted a detailed analysis on Chainlink, and at the very least it would be a learning opportunity for you guys because the trade is unfolding and I'm updating as we go. Again, I do want to make a quick note. Even though you guys are seeing a nice return over here on Bitcoin on the 12-hour time frame, you will always be better off trading Bitcoin on the higher time frames. There's less room for error and less room to make mistakes while still being able to capitalize on nice moves. When pertaining to all coins, however, playing the 12 hours completely fine, okay, because all coins using the high time frames for support and resistance is really good. But for trend analysis, altcoins move way too fast to play the 4-day trend or the 2-day trend, for example, right? You could definitely, while the trend is starting off, especially, you definitely could be using it. But then as soon as it starts getting aggressive, you want to be looking at something like the 12-hour time frame, so that way you're not missing out on too much or missing out on profit opportunities too much when you're taking your profits. But we can have that discussion some other time. My name is Sean Dexter. Again, throw a like, throw a subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.